Hello everyone, myself Brinda Patel, Assistant Professor in Computer Engineering Department at Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology. Today we are going to learn about transmission media in computer networks. Transmission media is defined as anything that can carry information from source to a destination. So if sender send information to the receiver in terms of the electromagnetic signal in transmission medium, so it use either physical cable or through air. So there are two parts of transmission media. The first one is guided media, so it is wired or a physical cable, and second one is unguided media, which is wireless network. So the first is guided transmission media and second one is unguided transmission media. In unguided transmission media, there are three categories of that. One is twisted pair cable, second one is coaxial cable, and third one is fiber optic cable. In unguided media, there are also three categories. First is radio wave, second is microwave, and third one is infrared wave. So let's see about the guided transmission media. In guided transmission media, which are those that provide a physical means wired channel from one device to the another device. So the signals are transmitted through a physical medium. So physical media is divided into three types. First is twisted pair cable, second one is coaxial cable, and third one is fiber optics. Now let's see about the twisted pair cable. So in twisted pair cable, it is separately insulated by the insulator. So the twisted pair cable is a physical media made up of a pair of cables twisted with each other. The twisted pair cable is cheap as compared to the other transmission media. So installation of the twisted pair cable are easy and it is lightweight in the cable. The frequency range of the twisted pair cable is from 0 to 3.5 kHz. The wires are twisted together in a helical form. It is look like a DNA molecule. So we can see that in the figure, and it is twisted together mainly. So it is used in the data and voice communication in any infrastructure. So it uses two wires twisted together, which is helps to reduce the crosstalk and electromagnetic induction. So we can see the jacket. Here is the twisted pair cables and here is the bare wire. So here are the conductors. So it is known as the twisted pair cable because two wires are parallel, so the effect of these unwanted signals is not the same in the both wires. So because they are at different locations, the results are different at the receiver side. So by twisting the pair, a balance is maintained. So there are two types of twisted pair cable. One is unshielded twisted pair cable and other one is shielded twisted pair. Let's see about the unshielded twisted pair cable. See in this figure the plastic cover which is of the pink color surrounded by these two twisted cables. So it is used in ordinary telephone wired network. It is less expensive and it has weak immunity against noise and interfaces. There are different categories of the unshielded twisted pair cable. So category 1 used for telephone lines that have low speed data. Category 2, it can support up to 4 Mbps. Category 3 can support up to 16 Mbps. Category 4 can support up to 20 Mbps. So it can be used for long distance communications. And category 5, it can support up to 200 Mbps. So the mostly used categories are category 3 and category 5. So you can see here the category 3 and category 5 of unshielded twisted pair cables. So there are some advantages of unshielded twisted pair cables. It is cheap, installation is very easy, and it can be used in high speed line. Disadvantages of unshielded twisted pair cables are: this type of cable only be used in shorter attenuation, means it is weaker than shielded twisted pair cable. Now the second is shielded twisted pair, STP. In this cable, it is covered by the plastic cover which is in the black color. There is also other cover which is in the gray color. So an extra metal shielded cover is surrounded by the two cables. It is relatively more expensive than UTP and give better performance than UTP. So STP cable is a metal foil or braided mesh covering that encases each pair of insulated conductors. So metal casing improves the quality of cable by preventing the penetration of noise crosstalk. So it is bulkier and more expensive. So it if twisting of wires are more than one, more than one, then it gives more immunity against the noise and interference. Here are some disadvantages of shielded twisted pair cable. The cost of shielded twisted pair cable is medium. Installation is easy and it have higher capacity than unshielded twisted pair cable. It has higher attenuation than UTP, unshielded twisted pair cable, and it is shielded with metal cover and plastic cover, so it provides higher data transmission rate. Here are some disadvantages of shielded twisted pair cables, which are: it is more expensive than UTP and it has a higher attenuation rate than unshielded twisted pair cable. Now the next one is coaxial cable. So coaxial cable gives better shielding than twisted pair cable, so it can span longer distance at higher speed. So coaxial cable is very commonly used transmission media. For example, TV wire is usually a coaxial cable. So it has a higher frequency as compared to the twisted pair cable, and the name of the cable is coaxial as it contains two conductors parallel to each other. So two kinds of coaxial cables are widely used. One is a 50 ohm cable and second one is 75 ohm cable, which are used in digital transmission and television cable. So the middle core is responsible for the data transferring, whereas the copper mesh prevents from EMI, electromagnetic interference. In the figure we can see that coaxial cable consists of copper wire or core surrounding by insulating material. So here is the outer conductor shield and here is the inner conductor shield, and this is the plastic cover, and these two are the insulators. So the insulator, we can see that a gray part in the figure, it is separated by the insulating material. So the construction and shielding of coaxial cable can give good combination of high bandwidth noise immunity than other cables. So it is used in long distance transmission like telephone transmission and also for television cable. Coaxial cable is of the two types: baseband transmission and broadband transmission. In baseband transmission, it is defined as the process of transmitting a single signal at a high speed, and broadband transmission, it is defined as the process of transmitting multiple signals simultaneously. Now let's see some advantages of coaxial cable. In this cable, data transmitted at high speed. it has better shielding compared to twisted pair cable and also provide higher bandwidth than twisted pair cable. Here are some disadvantages of coaxial cable. It is more expensive compared to the twisted pair cable, and if any fault occurs in the cable, then it causes fails in the entire network. Now the third one is fiber optics. We can see the structure of fiber optic cable in the figure. So the fiber optic cable is made of the glass or plastic and transmit the signal in the form of the light. So fiber optic cable is a cable that uses electrical signals for communication, that holds the optical fiber coated in plastic that are used to send the data by pulses of light. This plastic coating protects the optical fibers from heat, cold, electromagnetic interference from the other types of wiring. So fiber optic provide faster data transmission than copper wires. So it is similar to the coaxial cable except the cladding and the core. So basic elements of the fiber optic cables, which are core, cladding and jacket. So we can see in the figure B. So in that core, it is made of a glass or plastic which is used for light transmission area. Cladding in the layer which is used to provide the lower reflective index at the core interface to cause the reflection within the core so that the light waves are transmitted through the fiber. And the jacket is protective coating of the plastic. So these are the advantages of the fiber optic cable over copper. It provides more bandwidth than copper cable. It carries data in form of the light, so the speed of data transfer is faster. Fiber cable carries the data at the longer distance. So fiber cable can handle any temperature change level, so it is more reliable than the copper cable. Fiber cable is thinner and lighter in weight. Now let's see about the unguided or wireless transmission media. Unguided media transmit electromagnetic waves without using a physical conductor. So the data in the form of the electromagnetic waves, and it will transmit or it can send over the air. So this is the wireless communication. It has three types: radio waves, microwaves, and the third one is infrared waves. So the first is radio wave transmission. In this radio wave transmission, transmit the radio waves, and it is easy to generate and can travel at the long distance, and the signals are propagated in the all distance. Radio waves also are in the omnidirection, means it can travel in the all direction. That means there is no sending and receiving antennas are allocated. The wave sent by sending antenna can be received by any receiving antenna. So it is used in the multicast communication. So the range in frequencies of radio waves is from the 3 kHz to 1 kHz. In case of the radio waves, the sending and receiving antenna are not aligned. The waves sent by the sending antenna can be received by any receiving antenna. An example of the radio wave is FM radio. Now some applications of the radio waves. So it is multicasting, means there is one sender and so many receivers. FM radio, television, cordless phones are examples of the radio waves. Now let's see some advantages of radio transmission. It is mainly used for wide area network and mobile cellular phones. It covers large area and it provides a higher transmission rate. Now the second one is microwave transmission. It uses directional antennas, means point to point line of sight communication. It is used in unicast communications such as cellular telephones and satellite networks. Since the microwave travels in a straight line, if the towers are too far apart, the earth will get in the way, so repeaters are needed periodically. So it is used in a unicast communication. So above above 100 megahertz, the waves travel in a straight line, so they are stay focused and they concentrate all the energy into a small beam. Using a parabolic antenna gives a much higher signal to noise ratio, means signals are transmitted directly from a source to a receiver side, from source side to the receiver side. Here are some advantages of microwave transmission. So in microwave there is no need of right way or fixed way like wired media. It is relatively inexpensive and it is easy to install. Next are the disadvantages. So radio transmission signals do not pass through a buildings. Multipath fading problem means if waves not reach at the destination and delayed to reach the point, then that delayed waves are cancel the signal. Now let us see about the infrared waves. In this infrared waves, it can be used when short range communication, in that there is a limited area using line of sight propagation. So the frequency of the infrared in the range from 300 gigahertz to 400 gigahertz. It is used for the short range communication such as data transfer between two cell phones, TV remote and televisions, which all are use infrared communication. So they do not pass through any of the solid objects. For example, if you are trying to stand between your remote control and the television, then it will not work because it is not passed through you. The infrared waves are not passing between you or through you. So you can see in this figure, here is the remote control, there is infrared link, and here is the TV. So by that, using infrared link, you can change or you can control the channels, TV channels, using remote control. So here are some characteristics of the infrared. So it supports a high bandwidth and hence the data rate will be very high. The infrared waves cannot pass through walls, so infrared communication in one room cannot be interrupted by the nearby rooms. It provides better security with less interface. So it is unreliable, means unchangeable outside the buildings because the sun rays will interfere with the infrared waves. So in the next video we can see the remaining topics of the unit 1 of computer networks. Thank you.